Now, as we watch free agency go on, I'm really starting to see, trying to look for what Nick Casario is going to do for the offensive side of the football and the defensive side of the football. And for the offensive side, he already signed Justin Bray. He's going to be our new starting center. Didn't play last year, due to the corona. He decided to go back to his hometown and coach football. But he, as a center, is an immediate upgrade. We needed something at the offensive line. Nick Martin wasn't covering it. He is the type of center who could read defenses as well. So whoever the quarterback is there, whether it's Deshaun Watson or it's a rookie or somebody else, having the center know how to read defenses and how to change, protections is something that's going to benefit us in the long run. Nick Martin wasn't able to do that. But as far as the offensive side for free agency, I don't really want any hometown hitters. Right? I don't want the Kenny Galladay's. I mean, I wouldn't mind them, but I don't think the Houston Texans should be spending a whole bunch of money on offensive side of the ball. I would love Kenny Galladay. The Houston Texans probably can't afford him, right? I would love Aaron Jones. The Houston Texans probably can't afford him. Even Leonard Fournette, he is someone that might attract a lot of names in the offseason. My whole point on offense is you shouldn't be going balls to the walls. You should be bringing players in, that are rotational type players, have a chance of becoming, you know, something better than what they were, or taking a chance on players who were like injury rated. Like for example, Hunter Henry, was informed by the Chargers that he will not be, re-signed back. I think Hunter Henry will be a great option at tight end for the Houston Texans. He is someone I think he's an underrated tight end. Had over 600 yards that season with 5+ touchdowns. Did play healthy last season. I think someone with the new system. He could come in here and be our best tight end. We still have Jordan, like Jordan Yack. We still have Kahali Waring. I would love to see a player like Hunter Henry thrown in here and and try to compete for the number one tight end spot. Greg Ward, right? Greg Ward, someone who's been balling out in Philly, producing 400-yard seasons, 500-yard seasons. A slot wide receiver, was a quarterback, could come in, help compete against Kiki Kuti, you know, and try to bolster this wide receiving core. If you could bring a Greg Ward in, I would love that as well. The high price free agents for the offensive side of the ball are going to be attractive. They really are. Joe Thuney is going to be attractive. Someone who could solidify this offensive line and make this one of the best lines in the NFL. He's going to cost a lot of money. And the Houston Texans, I'm sorry, for the offensive side, cannot afford that when you already have Leonard Thompson, when you already have Titus Howard. The type of players you need to bring in are players who are going to be just role players. Now, on the defensive side of the ball, you definitely need to be targeting starters. You need to target players like Romeo DeCoro. You need to target players like Bud Dupree, like Matt Judon. Lane Johnson, the safety that just got released by the Rams. Keanu Neal, from the Falcons. As more and more players get released, we are going to see some surprise cuts, and we are going to see that the Houston Texans is going to have a chance to build this defense in the offseason. In this offseason, Nick Casario is going to have a good, there's a lot of big names, right? There's Carl Larson, there's Geno Atkins, there's Carlos Dunlap. There's players out there, that I think the Houston Texans could benefit from signing. And like I said, I do think you need to go deep in, reach into your pocket, and bring something in on the defensive side of the ball. If you could bring in a Romeo Okoro, if you could bring in a Hassan Reddick, if you could bring in William Jackson and Jason Verrett, not all of them all together, but if you could bring, something that's better than what you already have, it's gonna automatically help this defense. Because I'm gonna say once again, if the defense is better last season, the Houston Texans team, they are a playoff team. And we're not going to have this discussion about, does Deshaun Watson want to be traded, right? He has questions of the future. You got to build this defense. There's no other way around it. And there are players out there. There are players out there that you could find and bring them in. I'm going to get deep into it in the next couple of videos, much longer free agency videos. But this is the type of approach that the Houston Texans and Nick Casario need to have. You need to try to find the low budget, the risk and high reward for the offensive side of the for the offense side of the football, and for the defense, you need to target guys who are going to be good, who are going to come in and make this defense, a middle of the pack defense. Try to get towards top 12, top 10. If you're on the bubble or inside the top 10, you're already perfect. That's all you need to do. This offense is going to be good if Deshaun Watson's here. Any rookie that comes in is going to be, he's going to have to learn how to come in. But if the Houston Texans want to win now, they have to build this defense. That's what they need to focus on. Let me know what you think, guys. As always, go Texans. You guys have a very blessed day.